Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. I hope that you feel some Thanksgiving vibes through this because I'm feeling Thanksgiving vibes. But although I do have my Christmas pajamas on,
We just did like a Christmas like little shoot. That was fun.
it was cute.
So you should invite people to like subscribe to your YouTube podcast
Subscribe.
slash like Madlife video channel.
Well, I have some videos coming out too, some vlogs. Yeah, subscribe to my channel, you guys. I love that you're all here. We've had some heavy videos lately, so we're gonna do a funny one today.
Should we do we should do like a nice little like a giveaway, like a Christmas giveaway for those who do subscribe and comment in the comments that they are subscribed.
I actually love that.
What would you like to do?
Um,
Since we haven't thought about it yet, we're pretty on the spot kind of people, I would say.
Why don't I put together a favorite things package and then somebody comments if they want it on the next podcast? And I send it to their house? Or should we just do cash? Venmo?
Cash is always good around this time. You know what I mean? It's always nice to like help them out with like Christmas and stuff like that, you know?
Okay,
So,
let's do $500.
$500 to a subscriber,
A commenter.
a commenter, and a liker.
And a liker.
So you have to like, comment, and subscribe to Madison's channel.
I like that. I love this. Good idea, Kyler.
We want you guys to tune into the podcast. The podcast is getting fun for us. It can be difficult sometimes to come up with like
Get rid of this pillow.
all the right things to talk about or even guests to have on, you know, especially with our crazy schedule. But we're having fun with it, you know?
It's fun. So I'm excited for Christmas time. It's going to be great.
Can I just bring something up though really quick before
What?
Christmas stuff?
What?
We need to address the podcast we did about your childhood experience.
Yeah, everyone was mad at Kyler. Like every
Everybody
single
was
comment
mad.
was like attacking Kyler because they said that he had his sunglasses on. This light is very bright now that I'm looking at in that one. So he had his sunglasses on. His eyes are very sensitive, and so he likes to wear the sunglasses when we do the podcast. But today he's not wearing them.
I'm not wearing them today.
And he's heard my story many times. So for him, I think I don't know. Were you?
I'm not less sensitive to her story. I'm married to Madison, so I've heard her story and I've told her story and had
And
her.
he's helped me through it like 5 million times. And so I think like he was letting me just kind of talk.
So for all you haters out there, I love
He
my
does
wife.
care.
I'm very sensitive towards her, and y'all don't even
Gosh,
know.
Kyler, people were roasting you.
I was getting
like,
roasted. I mean, like
people were mad.
I had like 1,000 comments against me. So
Well, and it was frustrating to me too because I'm like, you guys, by all of you commenting this is showing that you're insensitive because I'm sharing something that like is a huge story to me that's I feel very vulnerable, and instead of you chatting with me about it, like you're attacking my husband, which makes me feel like bad.
yeah,
So it doesn't help the situation at all.
I sure hope you guys will have a change of heart and go back and actually think to yourself, oh, maybe I just don't know like what's really going on over there, and I should have a little bit more.
And I had an idea.
Leniency.
I had an idea because when I start getting all these hate comments towards my own husband, I go, you know what? I could do a better job as a wife, like letting people know how our relationship is. Because I think when I go to my Instagram and stuff, I realize everything I post is like me or the kids,
And
like,
that's okay.
I hardly ever put you in any of the content.
I believe what goes around Instagram all the time. I don't know if you've ever seen that like post where it talks about like those who post their significant other often generally have more problems.
Like they're trying to prove something.
Yeah, like they're trying to prove something. I think our marriage is pretty good. We've been married for 11 years now. We've been together for 13 and a half years. I mean, that's a long time. Do you know? It's a long time. We don't have to. I don't have to post you every day to show people that I love you. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me because we just know. But I was looking at all my stories because if you go to all of my highlights, all of my archives, like for the past like years, I feel like for every like 100 stories, you're in one of them. And I was thinking to myself, well, why do I do that? Why are you never in it? I think it's because like you're standing here and I'm over here and I'm always like turning the camera this way towards the kids. And then I don't go like that way towards you. It's so random.
I'll be honest.
Why do I do that?
I don't really care that much.
And I think a lot of it is like from my perspective. Like for instance, we'll be like together in a room for 30 minutes hanging out, and then I'll go into another room all of a sudden with like Cohen or the girls, and then that's when I pull out my phone. Like maybe like when I'm with you, we don't ever film. We need to get back to that because when we started, it was Kyler and Mad.
That's true.
We were always in our little house in Huntington Beach filming these vlogs, running around. It was like you and me having fun together. And now we hardly ever show our relationship together. Our fun times, our silliness.
And people like that.
Yeah, we got to get back to that.
There's like an order of operations in our operation. It's like the family. It's a lot of viewership, and then it's like the kids, and then it's like you and I. Like
we're last.
I don't know if we're last, but
so people don't think we have a good relationship.
Since I don't have a camera operator, I'm gonna go make sure this is going because I think I forgot. Keep talking.
We're
good. We're good.
Okay. We used to have a camera operator, and now we're trying to make sure that it's good because he left. He moved to Florida. Gosh, it must be so nice and warm over there.
It is nice and warm, but it's been raining all week. So, is it?
Yeah.
So is it nice over there?
I don't know. I think it's just warmer.
Who's from Florida?
Yeah, who's from Florida? Okay, so let's talk about some of the Christmas gifts we're getting this year because I don't want to make Christmas such about gifts this year. Last year was crazy, and I think this year we should focus more on family activities, bringing like this Christmassy, like wholesome feeling into the home. Talking about Christ a lot.
Yeah, but I would rather like give to others. To be honest with you, I'd like to take.
Well, we are doing a giveaway.
Whatever money we would spend on the kids on toys that they use for 30 seconds.
I know.
I'd rather go and do something really nice for like a family. We've done that in the past, and it's been kind of a heartwarming experience.
Okay,
we're gonna. Cool. I just bought 20. I bought a lot of turkeys for a turkey drive recently. I don't know if you know that, but I forgot.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah. And that was fun. That's always good for this, city of Los Angeles.
Our girls, they literally, the kids, like every time they ask for a toy, every Christmas, it's the same thing. I buy them something that they really want. They play with it for 5 minutes and then they're on to the next thing. So it's kind of ridiculous. Or I think if I do like less gifts, it would be, they would care about them more. I don't know. But Halston was so funny because I asked her what she wanted for Christmas. And she says all she wanted was an American Girl doll that was bald.
Cool.
And I said, okay. I said, is that really all you want?
They have those?
Said, yes. Yeah, so I looked it up and they actually do have them.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's cute because it's probably for kids that maybe have had some of their hair fall out,
Mm-hmm.
With, sadness. So I don't know. Is that really what she wants?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. She changes her mind though a lot because I think I brought it up to her the other day and she goes, no, I don't want that anymore. So I never know what they want. I took them to Walmart the other day and I gave them my phone and I said, you guys just walk around and take pictures of whatever you want. I'm going to go through all the images and pick a couple things for you. And the pictures were so bad because they were zoomed in all the way on the box. Like you can't even tell what it is.
Oh, geez.
Like, okay, that didn't work out very well. But this week we're heading to, you guys will see on my next podcast, I'm going to be with my sister because we're actually heading to California tomorrow. And we're going to spend like 4 days with Kyler's family and then 4 days with my family.
Maybe your family's been sick.
They've been sick, so we might just go.
I'm not trying to get sick right now, yo.
I know. But my sister's visiting from Alabama and I haven't seen her baby in forever. So we're going to have to find a way to do both somehow. But I'm going to be sad if we all get sick.
I do not want to get sick right now.
Me neither.
I mean, it's inevitable, right? Every year you get sick. It's good for you, to be honest.
This year we're not.
Yeah, this year we're not getting sick once.
Just put the vibes out there.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what we're talking about today, we're talking about like parenting, like it seems like that's what we're good for is parenting. Parenting and like the ups and downs of parenting.
I was talking about why I don't put you on my social media.
That
but
too.
I already told them because I took the story that way.
That's okay. I like that.
Next time I'll take the story this way.
We can talk about anything we want. That's the great thing about a podcast.
Okay, ups and downs of parenting.
Parenting sucks. I'm just kidding.
So stupid.
Parenting's cool.
That's not true.
I like being a parent. I took Oliver to a football game yesterday and today. It was so fun. He had so much fun out there. Big smiles.
That's cute. I love when you do that. I always feel bad for Oliver because I feel like the girls are so involved in dance and gymnastics and sometimes he just doesn't do a lot. So I wanted to send him up for like indoor soccer, but then it all closed up. Like I was set an alarm, only 10 minutes late. All the spots were filled because no one does indoor soccer in the winter.
Yeah.
She has to wait till spring. But I think I'm going to put him in karate now because he does ninja moves all over the house.
Oh, boy. That's cool. If that's what you want to do. It's not my first path of choice. I like ball sports.
Yeah, you like balls.
Sports.
So what's next on the agenda?
I mean, just parenting. We were talking about parenting, like how much it's terrible. No, just kidding.
No, for me, it's funny because
it's like all you want to do.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like there's something wrong with me because people are always, there's like this culture around parenting where it's people are always complaining and saying it's so hard and that they need me time, and I think that is important, but for some reason I like just not having me time and just being with the kids.
I don't really believe that. I think that's like a half lie.
Though.
It's a half truth.
Not really. I always complain about it, and then every single time I have a facial appointment, I cancel it. Every single time I finally have like a thing with a friend, I cancel it because I don't really want to go do the.
I mean, that's how your mom was, right? Your mom until like she's still like
she does it her whole life. I think maybe I got it from her.
Yeah, probably.
I can't get myself to do anything just for me. Like even if it's my workout, I won't go.
That way, though. You're gonna kill yourself that way. You have to have 1-2 hours of me time for sure.
Yeah, but I just don't like when it finally comes down to it. I just don't want to do it.
You have to.
Even when Kyler wants to take me on like a trip, just us, I can't do it. I can't.
You're gonna have to. We're gonna have to go on trips together. That's part of the reason why our marriage is failing.
Our marriage is starting to fail, and it's really sad. Like next up is I don't know.
15-minute divorce papers online. Madison sent me 15-minute divorce papers online this week.
I'm sorry. Are you really talking about this or no? Okay, we got in an argument. Sometimes I take it like to the next level, and I said, okay.
I always laugh at her because I know she's just joking.
It's not good to probably joke about that in arguments, but I was just really.
You've probably done that like twice our entire marriage. So
okay, that's good.
So
but I couldn't believe that they only take 15 minutes.
Yeah. I sure hope it takes longer than that because I really don't want to lose this one over here. You know, I love you.
Then just don't ever
cross the line.
Don't ever cross the line.
Okay, I'll try not to cross the line. I didn't even do anything.
Okay, we're not going to talk about that because we already know that you did.
What'd I do?
I'm not talking about that.
I don't even know what happened. That's the best thing about us is I don't remember that.
I know what happened.
You do? What happened?
Yeah, I told Halston she can go in our friend's car to drive to the mall, and then you told her no. And I said, well, how come I don't ever get to make decisions for our kids? I already told her yes, and she was so excited. And you're like, nope, the answer is no, and that's my decision.
But you didn't know the context.
Yeah, but you didn't know my context.
You really didn't know the context of why I said no.
Okay, I know, but it was more of the fact that you were telling me that I couldn't make a decision as a grown woman mother. I think that was what I was annoyed about because I want to make decisions too. Like I just don't have to come for you for permission.
Oh, I don't think you should. But I'm
glad that we have this recorded because you don't think I should?
No, I don't think you should have to come to me for permission. In fact, I hate it when you do.
Okay.
I think it's annoying.
So I made that decision for her and it was perfect because I made a decision. I felt good about it.
But I had the decision because I didn't want it. So how come you get to make the decision?
Because I made it first.
No, we're parents of the same child. They're both our kids. So 50% of that kid is mine. So 50% of her can go, but 50% of her can't. So she can't go.
That's weird. No.
Anyways, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. It's all good. We didn't get divorced.
Yeah, I was 15 minutes away and it didn't happen.
So I don't know what this podcast is going to look like because the sun just went down.
Well, it's good because it's like a cozy vibe. We should get a fireplace in here for the next episode.
Sure, I'll just go build a fireplace for the next episode.
No, like those little battery ones. I have a funny story. When we were going to college, when I was going to college, I wanted a fireplace so bad because I came to college in Utah and it snows here. Well, my parents were taking us to, I don't know, all these places. Anyway, I'm botching the story, but my friend was with us and they had these like fake fireplaces and she was like, wow, does it really get hot? And she was like putting her hand up to it, but it was just like an LED screen. Like you can't really sit by it, but I actually think it gets warm.
Great.
I think it was a TV. I can't remember what it was.
Okay. Should we put up a TV for the next episode? And a Christmas tree?
If you want. I think that'd be cute.
I don't think it matters what we put up.
We should put up a mistletoe and kiss under it.
I like that. We took some hot pictures today. That was cool.
It's so funny because the photographer is trying to get us to do like sexy pictures.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done that?
Okay.
Like if
No,
you're a
I don't think
couple-
they have.
No, if you're a couple, like there's pictures that you do where
That's just, I'm good.
no, it's not us together. The wife does it for the husband.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah, I've had friends that have done that.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like you're just a little sexy and then you give it to your husband as a gift for an anniversary.
Okay, I'll just.
See, you are prude.
No, I'm not. I'm not prude. It has nothing to do with being prude. It's just
She asked him if he was today, and he was, and I didn't even know what that meant. I was like, "What does prude mean?" He's like, "It's when you get all awkward for sexual things."
I'm not awkward at all. Trust me.
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
got
more.
so weird. I said I was gonna make you a good book, and you didn't want it.
I just feel like if that book gets in the wrong hands, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I just feel like it's almost better to just not. You know? Is that cool?
Fine. So boring.
Do you think any of our kids are being left behind?
This podcast.
Do you think any of them?
So random.
I know. Do you think any of these kids are being left behind, or are we doing a pretty good job kind of evening it out?
I think it's pretty even,
Yeah.
but I do feel like Oliver feels a little bit left behind.
No, he got to go to 2 football games in a row.
I know, but I just feel like I spend the majority of my life at dance and gymnastics. He's always like watching his sisters or sitting in the car with me or like hanging out here at the house with you. And it's like sad because I don't know.
He'll grow into a sport
Maybe
when it's
in
time.
his mind, he's having a great time. Like maybe like
Genuine.
I'm thinking, oh, how sad for Oliver. What if he's like, dude, I'm playing with cards right now. Okay, now I'm in my room playing Spider-Man. Okay. Like he's probably living his life and thinking it's normal. And then because I'm in dance and gymnastics mode, I'm thinking he's getting left behind.
I think he's okay, babe. I really do.
Well, you asked the question. Who do you think's left behind? When you asked the question, it seemed like you really thought someone was.
I just want to make sure you think we're okay and good parents.
I remember when we had the twins, there was so much like hype around the twins because they were, when we first started our channel, they blew up really fast. Everyone knew who they were. And so I was really worried when we had Halston because I was telling my mom when I was pregnant, I was like, I do not want this little girl to feel like she's inferior to her twin sisters. So we've got to make her own thing. We've got to make her like part of them, like the 3, like they're like triplets almost. Mm-hmm. So ever since Halston's been little, I make sure the twins include her. They share a room. They all like, I buy them all the same clothes. We do all the same things. So the 3, it's not the twins. It's like the triplets now.
Yeah.
I made sure of that. Like I did not want her to feel.
Oh yeah. The second we moved into this house, I chopped the wall down right away because I'm like, there's no way she's getting left out.
Yeah.
We've talked about that.
It's sad. You don't want to have like especially since they're all sisters and close in age. So when you have an identical twins as your siblings, it could be sad. So I've like made the environment here very like friendly.
Good job.
Thank you, Kyler. Good job to you. You were such a wonderful young man.
Sometimes Madison gets weird and she gets weird when she's tired. You must be tired. Are you tired?
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're like pushing, and when you're pushing and you're laughing and giggly, it means you're tired. That's why she brought her blanket with her.
The 2 podcasts I'm tired in, I bring my blanket.
Well, we'll shut this down here in a minute. But did you see what happened to Vince and Carla, their house?
Oh my gosh, that was so crazy. Kyler's friend in LA walking home
from the gym.
He's unlocking his front door, and then boom, right behind him, 2 gunmen with masks on, with a gun, puts a gun up to his face,
his chest or whatever. And then he does something called it was actually really, really cool.
He was armed.
Yeah, he was armed. He just got his concealed permit, and he does something called the OODA loop.
OODA loop.
Yeah. And
he threw his coffee on the guy.
Just kind of read the situation perfectly and just drew his gun, and then she shot back. He's all over national news.
He shot back at them because, I mean, hello, the guy was holding a gun up to him. And because of that, he got his license suspended. But he was also trying to protect his family, which is so crazy. Because he's got a little baby. He's like 5 months old, and his wife in the house.
It's crazy. It's like national.
Dude, it was like self-defense
news right now. And it's pretty wild that California revoked his permit. Now he's defenseless. That just doesn't make a lot of sense.
I mean, it's all confusing because I think about, okay, some people argue, if they took away everybody's gun, then the gunman wouldn't have one. So you wouldn't need it. But then again, they're always going to, if you're crazy enough, you're going to find a way. You're going to either have a knife or you're going to have something else or you're going to find one somewhere.
Yeah.
They're crazy enough people will find a way to hurt you regardless. And so I think it's good to have some sort of defense.
It's good to have guns. The Second Amendment.
Yeah.
The right to bear arms. That is my stance. 100%.
Yeah.
Pretty wild that actually happened, and he's actually had that happen to them more than once. Not being held up, but their cars broken into and stolen.
They really need to move because they're in a really sketchy area. Then, like their house is really nice, and it's right near like Beverly Hills.
I think that's the issue.
It's a nice area.
It's a nice area,
but it's not gated.
Yeah.
And you can get like the cities around it could be sketch, and they could come into those nice areas.
Pretty wild.
I think you have something, yeah. Yeah, it's wild. It's crazy.
They were shook up. I haven't really spent a lot of time talking to him about it, but because I know he's had a lot of interviews and podcasts and just all sorts of stuff going on. He probably doesn't have time to talk about it, but
wow. Well, that's scary. Like that's like out of a movie. I can't even imagine someone running up to me with a gun to my chest when I'm trying to come home. Like I've never even heard of that even happening. I know it does, but not to a friend. That's crazy. Well, I'm really glad we got on here today.
Me too.
Chatted with each other. Because if we're not on the podcast, we don't even talk. It's so weird. I haven't talked to Kyler in days. I mean, when was our last podcast together? 2 weeks ago. How have you been?
I'm pretty good.
What if that was the truth? We just wait for the podcast to chat.
I will say that we had a couple of days where we put down our phones after our therapy session, and it was actually super refreshing to have those long conversations with you that I haven't had with you for a long time.
Good. We should talk about our therapy session one day. I know we talked about we were going to do it, but then we did it and we never told anybody about it.
It's fairly personal, It's fairly personal. But I will say that was one of the best
experience of my life.
Best experiences I've had in a long time. And
besides our wedding,
we became, honestly, man, this conversation that I had with you was better than our wedding. I'm just kidding, but for real, it was very healing, because we're overstimulated every day.
Yeah, it was good. I think what was so cool about it was when you put your phone away and you have no agenda and you have nowhere to go and you're not doing social media and you're not watching anything and you don't have no agenda, nothing, and you're just sitting there and you know that the therapy is going to be like 6 hours long and you're just sitting there. I kept looking over because we were with my brothers and stuff, and I kept looking over to them and being like, are we supposed to be doing something? Should we be writing something down? He goes, nope, you just can sit here if you want. And so I was so confused in my brain because I'm like, why? What's the point of being here if we're just going to sit here? But it was because that's what I needed to learn. I need to learn that I was whole and I'm okay just being.
Yeah.
You don't have to be doing something to just have purpose. And so I didn't get that. I was thinking like, there's no point in just sitting there as a human and doing nothing for an hour. But the truth was that's when I learned the most about myself, because I'm like, wow, just me being Madison with nothing to do and not affecting anybody or doing anything is enough.
Well, and you spend so much time every single day focused on generally other people, right? Like you're scrolling and you're looking at other people's lives and you're like
what everyone's
comparing and wondering if you should be shooting content that's comparable to what they're shooting, and just like keeping up, and just like, it just was nice. It was really nice to put it down and not focus on anybody, worry about anything. And we know people that don't even do social media and they're just living.
Yeah, well, it was nice because when you don't have anything to compare yourself to anymore, you're just happy because that's all you are. You're just in the moment. It is whatever you are is what you are. It's so hard to explain. Like it sounds confusing, but doing absolutely nothing for an entire hour and just being, and that is all your purpose is actually therapeutic.
My heart grew for you.
My heart never raced so fast.
My heart never raced so fast.
Then the day we got the news.
Yeah.
I have to tell them the announcement.
What's the announcement?
Kyler just got back from Nashville yesterday and recorded 2 new songs.
2 new songs. I have 4 others that are being produced this week.
I'm really excited to hear your new music. So when does it come out? How was it?
I don't know. Maybe the top of the year, like the first of the year, I might just start releasing, I think I'm going to prepare for that. Like that's top of the year, 6 weeks, 7 weeks from now.
Are you going to shoot a music video? Do you just launch the song on its own?
I have no idea.
See, we don't have a lot of like plans.
Yeah.
So I feel like most people in this industry have a team that kind of like strategizes with them on a daily basis. Kyler and I are running solo over here.
No, I have a team. I kind of have a team now, added a couple new people to the team who are vested in the growth of my.
But are any of them like good at like marketing and stuff like that? Like
I don't know.
With getting music out and ideas.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm learning this business, but I also it's not like my number one is making sure my family is taken care of, not like my pursuits. Like I'm still
it's so fun. See, it's so funny because you're trying to like think of it from a humble state, and I get that. But for me, I'm like your hype girl.
You're trying to get me to be a country music famous.
I think it'd be so fun if you were just like singing in all these different stages, and we got to dress all up and come hang out with you and
so do I.
Meet people and travel. And
people need to go to my Spotify and my Apple Music and listen to my music. That's the only way it can happen. So if you're listening to this right now and you're like, man,
check out Kyler's music.
It's getting better. Like I think.
Can I put a thing here on the podcast that pops up?
I don't know.
There it is. If it's there, that means it worked.
If it's not, you're gonna have to go search Kyler Fisher anywhere you can.
Well, okay. In the link, like in the description of the YouTube video that's here.
KylerFisherMusic.com. KylerFisherMusic.com.
Okay.
Kyler Fisher Spotify. Kyler Fisher all over the place. Music.
Okay, cool. And if you guys want to hear my first single, it's coming out soon. I actually told Kyler I'm going to go start taking singing lessons just for fun because I think it'd be a fun hobby. We found this really awesome singing coach here in Utah, and Kyler and I are both going together.
Tuesday is my first.
Oh, can I start doing it too?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to actually launch a song. I don't know if it's called launching a song, but
launch it.
I'm going to launch my song.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Santa
we have
baby,
liftoff.
Now hurry down the chimney tonight. Ooh.
That's so cute. All right. Well, I think it's time to get back to our children in the other room.
Fun upstairs playing.
I think it's time to get back to
children. Are you okay? Yes, mommy.
Madison.
Oh, that was a sign to end it. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out. We will see you on another podcast. Have a good Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, have a good week. You are amazing. Don't forget to make a difference. And we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.